You know what, Billy?
What?
We started in the wrong place again.
We begin this episode, much like we have at least one other episode, by starting at a different location than in which we ended the previous episode. Thank you, Daymon.
You're welcome?
Speaking of confusion, we're the Bittersweet Gamers!
Yeah, that's about right. After that last scene in the casino, confusion is definitely the state that we are in.
And I'm we squared.
I'm the opinionator. My God, give me a second. Okay, it's more free time, so we're gonna hang out with Kokichi.
Oh boy.
If for no other reason than he is not Miyu. By the way, I think at this point I prefer Junko and Oshima to Miyu.
Yeah, me too.
Do you understand?
Faith taken to such an extreme as this has brought tragedies the world over. Truly, history records the danger of magic shows. Though that's not what he means. However,
Yes.
a tragedy is most certainly going to befall this magic show. But, see how it goes. Of course, tragedy. Let us discuss the history of tragedy together.
Make a sanity check.
You know, I would not trust Kokichi at all,
Uh-huh.
but I would probably really enjoy hanging out with him.
Yeah, I would too. Even ignoring the Lovecraftness of him, just, as a general character.
Well, you could have a conversation with him instead of, I don't know, be insulted by him. Well, maybe you would be insulted by him.
At least it would be very classy.
Is that all right?
Honestly, the reason why I think it would be great to hang out with him is that he is very much an ideas person, and is also someone who respects and loves the past and understands the effect the past has. As long as you are open to the idea that history, that what has come before today, has value and shouldn't just be dismissed out of hand, you'll find more than 2,000 years worth of highly entertaining, highly interesting everything opening up before you, and it's just fascinating. Kyo, what's the difference between anthropology, history, and archaeology? Of course, the answer is obvious, but you want to see what he says.
Yeah.
They are often confused, so your question is reasonable. To that question, they are different, may be a possible answer.
Let's see.
History is records, archaeology is buildings and relics, anthropology is folklore and customs. History studies events and changes in countries or regions across time. Archaeology traces the course of humanity through physical remains. Anthropology is a study that examines the thought behind traditions and customs. They are quite linked, obviously.
Oh, yeah. They're just different aspects of researching the past.
Something like that, yeah. I kind of understand, but I kind of don't.
Anthropology is...
If you think of humanity at the core of anthropology, it should be clear. From people come feelings. Those feelings intersect and become tradition. At least that's my stance on the matter. The feelings intersect.
Yes.
Yes. Customs and folk tales only occur in places where people can share them.
Makes sense.
I'm sorry. I'm not very familiar with such things. Daymon reads the text box with great sadness.
Is that so?
But you encounter anthropology on a daily basis. For example, occult stories on the internet have their roots in folklore.
Ooh, we talking about creepypastas now? I'm invested.
To a degree, a lot of stuff like this is kind of the beginnings of modern myth. And myth is just fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Someone on a journey committing a taboo in a mountain village, for example.
You're right.
That's true, I hear that often.
Anthropology is...
Various mythologies are frequently referenced in anime, manga, and games. I found that when I actually came to reading about certain aspects of mythology or other cultures that I already had like a built-in cultural reference point for stuff I had no comprehension of. And it just blew my mind. I mean, in my case, a lot of it came from fantasy fiction and science fiction, but, well, for instance, I had just played some Three Kingdoms video games on the NES when I was a kid, like a little kid. And then later on in life, I kind of discovered that it was sort of based on history, and it just blew my mind. And so I became like a big fan.
A character's background can be viewed through an anthropological lens. Tools and houses in the background, jobs, speech, clothing, or food. With the proper knowledge, such things can help you understand a work more deeply.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
That is correct.
Green.
Yeah, green! Green!
Without it, such clues go to waste. If you do not search to understand what is in front of you, how can you get anything out of it at all?
That's fascinating. That knowledge would be very useful.
It seems I've piqued your curiosity. Let us talk more. Well then, what image does the word kappa call to mind, Shuichi?
Well, I know the answer to this. It's a monster with the plate on its head.
I'm not going to answer a cool big brother.
That's...
A monster with a plate on its head, and if the water ever falls out, it dies?
Yes. That's why you have to bow to it respectfully, so that it bows back and kills itself, so it doesn't kill you.
I see, yes.
I thought you would say that.
Listen,
It is anthropologically impossible for our mental images of a kappa to match.
Huh?
Impossible?
Well, the thing is I actually want to just start going on big lectures, and I'm really trying to shut up here.
No, I get what you're saying.
I actually am enjoying this so much. A lot of my own worldview is being reflected in the things that Kokichi is saying, and I really appreciate it. Like, a lot. Consider this, and this is a crude example, but hear me out. Your idea of a goblin and my idea of a goblin aren't the same as somebody else's idea of a goblin.
Right.
So you take one work that has an idea of a goblin in it, and then you take another work that has an idea of the goblin in it, and both of them are based on goblins, but they're completely different. Meanwhile, you take another person and they have an entirely different conception of what a goblin is.
An easier example for people that might understand is to look at Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Like, when you think of goblins and you're familiar with D&D, you think of like a small, tiny, kind of weak-looking humanoid thing with big pointy ears and everything, but now you look at the goblins from like The Hobbit, and they're like the Bankin and Rass animated special, they do not look the same in any way.
Not only that, but what you just said about like the little and the pointy ears. Well, if you actually look at different artist conceptions of goblins from Dungeons and Dragons, they're also all different.
Yeah.
And they're different from the idea you had in your own mind.
That's true.
I don't like to engage in, as Billy has termed it, self-tutory. To wit, tooting one's own horn.
I don't know why you'd buy a horn if not to toot it yourself, but go on.
Anyway, not trying to talk myself up or something. Over the years, we, BSG, have gotten quite a lot of compliments about how we've made people look at characters and the different things that we've covered in entirely different ways. And it's like expanded their appreciation of this stuff.
And it stems from this kind of stuff.
It stems from exactly what Kokichi is talking about. It's true, we often spend a lot of time looking at, like, symbols. You know, like we interpret the events, like the thing with the Noah's Ark stuff before.
Yeah.
If you look at things symbolically, which, I mean, the way that Kokichi would call it would be anthropologically, then that stuff has extra meaning.
Yes.
And that meaning isn't accidentally put there by, say, the writer of the work. Now, it doesn't mean that, I'm not saying we're right about anything at all. We can be wrong about everything. But nonetheless, those things aren't drawn from a hat and just thrown into a work. They are assembled on purpose. A work isn't a collection of memes.
Right?
yes.
Originally, monsters had no form, for they were based on people's emotions. That image of a kappa is a culmination of many different people's thoughts. An ancient fear was changed over many years into a creature we can identify. Culture is constantly changing. Anthropology chases those changes. Thus, I must keep the present in mind while I learn about past customs.
Consider this. From the rise of Dungeons and Dragons at the end of the 70s into the 80s, many of the original JRPGs borrowed very, very heavily from Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
All you have to do is look at the monster names. They come right out of stuff from like the original monster manuals from Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of the spells are similar. The very concept of a character class comes from D&D. Then, in the early 90s, this stuff, this meta-knowledge of this is how a fantasy story is supposed to go and be constructed, like that kind of would get exaggerated in some types of works.
Right.
However, by the late 90s, these ideas and these symbols that originally came from Dungeons and Dragons, and then depending on the work or game or anime that you're talking about, like had gone into their own thing and naturally evolved completely organically into their own things. Like that standard fantasy Dungeons and Dragons way of looking at fantasy fiction, no matter what the medium was,
right?
Like it became trite and overused, and so it disappeared. However, within the last 5 or 6 years, that stuff has all come back and it's just exploded. That's what light novels are. Is they're the descendants of Dungeons and Dragons influenced video games. These things only happen because these cultural, and I use this word advisedly, because these cultural memes have kind of moved through, well, the collective consciousness. That's one of the reasons, and I'm about to shut up, okay? I'm about to shut up, but I really like this. There are things that I like. I don't just complain about stuff. There's things I really like, and I'm allowed to talk about the things I really like.
I'm very invested and interested in what you're saying.
This is one of the reasons that my cultural references, at least that I speak, always include older things. I don't talk about newer things necessarily because I don't have to. Chances are you all know as much or more about the newer stuff that I do, but what I can provide is stuff about the older things that led to the new things.
Yeah, tracing these things kind of to their source.
Right, and it's just very fascinating to see how that works. I mean, they can't not matter at all, right?
They're still coming up today.
They keep getting referenced all over the place. I just like things so much. I swear, we always come across as really negative, but it's not like that. Yeah! Okay, so we're just gonna hang out with Korekiyo from now on. Nobody else, got it?
That sounds good to me.
What? How can you just agree with me?
Because I do.
Huh, well, we'll see.
Tell me your thoughts.
What else do I have to say after listening to that overlong rant? It is unexpectedly deep, yes?
You're right.
Yeah, profound.
There's still some time left, but maybe not.
Oh. Does no one know how to use a doorbell?
Well, that's how Kaito always does it, but... Well, judging by the doorbell, I guess that's Kaito, but is he here to train already? Weren't we supposed to train at night? It's a little early. Did something happen?
Oh no.
Then, the moment I opened the door...
That's just Kaito.
Shuichi, run!
Oh. Well, I'm glad I got my nice big positive rant out of the way.
Huh?
What happened?
Damn.
Don't just stand there, run! Hurry! He's coming!
What happened?
Who's coming?
What?
Gah.
Kaito risked a glance down the hallway and immediately stiffened up in fear.
Damn it! He's already here! Hurry, Shuichi! Run!
You don't suppose this is a fake out, do you? And
I 100% think that this is a fake out because they keep doing it.
Shuichi,
If we both make it out of this alive, let's train again.
Okay, it's a fake out if he's saying that.
Ah!
Oh, Kaito! Kaito gave his ominous, frightening warning, then ran away at lightning speed!
Huh?
But what? Who are you talking about? I peeked through the gap in the doorway to discover what Kaito was so terrified by. And I found... I was about to... Okay, I really was going to say, is it Franken Gonta or something? But I really didn't expect that it would be Super Saiyan Gonta walking by. I thought, nah, that'd be too dumb. But I should have said it. I should have said it.
That would have been so awesome.
What, did Kokichi give him an evil potion to awaken his spiritual power?
He is now Majin Gonta.
That's Gonta, isn't it? He looks different.
What's going on?
Why does he have a power aura? That's kind of a Super Saiyan 2 power aura, isn't it?
Well, no, there'd be electricity.
Oh, you're right. It's just more flowy and less sharp edges.
That's true.
It looks like he's checking each room? He'll be at my door soon.
I don't know what he's up to, but it's probably better not to be here.
Okay, so what? Is he gonna break into Rantaro's room? We have to assume that he's not doing this based on himself.
No, he's probably been asked to look for the cub pads.
Or look for something by Kokichi. It very well could be a cub pad, but... how'd he get this fired up? I mean, I'm joking about him being drugged by Kokichi, but if it's not that, then what would fire Gonta up so much? He's open about his past, so he can't be looking for his own motive.
Right?
It was his own fault, but he was separated from his family.
Maybe his cub pad is the wolves.
Careful to avoid alerting Gonta, I quietly tiptoed down the hall. Unfortunately, with 20/0.625 vision, his peripheral vision is as powerful as an eagle, so if he glances sort of in my direction, he will see inside my ears. I stealthily made my way to the courtyard.
Oh, I thought it was a fake out.
What the hell was that all about? What was Gonta up to?
Yeah.
From the looks of it, you ran away from Gonta too. Wise move. Ryoma, what's
now?
Huh?
I don't know why, but it seems like he's gone into a rage and is trying to catch everyone. Is it going to be rog, ugga bugga, all of you sit down here and exchange monopads or be friends or eat breakfast together?
I don't know.
He was charging right at me at top speed. Fortunately, I have a much better armor rating since I'm 4 sizes lower, so I was easily able to evade him by using my tumble skill.
All right, well, I see it's going to be that kind of an episode now.
He threw himself right at you, but you managed to get away? I'd say that's amazing, but you don't even come up to his kneecaps. No. He comes to his kneecaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used the Shukuchi method, a technique from my tennis days. Like a flash step, you know? You don't think this name Ryoma was just a joke? What was it BSG was blathering about older works and influences and references today? There's one. Of course, I've gotten rusty since back in the day when I was 11, but if he's talking about back in the day, like how much further back could it be?
Right?
You've still got a ways to go.
Gonta's still got a ways to go. He won't be able to catch me like that. Shukuchi? Ryoma must have been an incredible player back in the day. Insert more Prince of Tennis references.
By the way,
I'm sorry for saying something so uncool like I've got no reason to live.
Huh?
Oh, no, you don't have to apologize.
however,
I'm gonna say this so we're clear. I'm not so stupid that I'd waste my life. I only said something like that because I was jealous of you. Wise as he may be, he too gets upset and acts out.
He's human, just like everyone else.
Just like everyone else.
Why?
Jealous.
Yeah.
If I had a stronger attachment to life, I could try my best alongside you all.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, Ryoma ducked down, taking cover. When I looked to find what had scared Ryoma, I saw...
Maybe if you were trying to avoid someone, don't hang out outside the building he's in.
Well, you know.
There you are. Hey, where are you going?
Oh my! Maybe ask him what he want? Maybe he'd tell us?
Huh? Gonta?
Sorry, Shuichi, but I'm gonna run. I've still got things I need to do.
Can you let me run first? You're faster!
No. Gonta no can let you leave. Sorry, but it's for your own good.
Solar flare!
Gonta charged at us like a runaway train and then... tripped and fell? Oh. I lost consciousness. I didn't even feel the impact, didn't have time to scream. My world turned dark.
Is it time for the magic show? And Gonta was sent to round everyone up? Is that what this is?
It might be. I was kind of expecting that tomorrow, but... Oh, Gonta. The tone is not serious. And it's like a little too fast. It can't be something awful happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. I mean, doesn't it seem like the tone is unusual here?
Yeah. I agree.
And in this pitch black world, I thought to myself, this is what it's like to die.
Okay, Drama King. Ah!
Morning, sleepyhead. You're finally up, Shuichi.
Excuse me?
I take it back. This is terrible.
Maybe it was a fake out.
Maybe so. What's with his eyes?
The look in it, he's not flashing the evil eyes.
No.
And he doesn't have the shuriken eyes either.
That's what I wanted to point at.
But the look in his eyes is terrifying.
Huh? What?
Me? Are you gonna ask, who am I? And where am I? Well, you're definitely Shuichi Saihara. And this place is...
Gonta's room.
I guess hell.
It's Gonta's room. There's the trees behind him and the bugs on the wall.
His lab, not
Or
his room.
his lab, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hell?
I shook my head, confused. I looked around. At the corpses of all the dead bugs. Is this...
Oh, you're awake? This is the Ultimate Entomologist Research Lab.
What?
Huh?
Why are we here? Who was it? Tsumugi?
Korikio, Kibo, and one more person.
The Ultimate Entomologist's Lab? Why? I remember. I was attacked by Gonta, and then...
That's correct.
The same is true of the rest of us. We were all seized by Gonta and brought here.
But Shuichi's the only one who got knocked out.
By the way,
I'd say it's something like the group of people that does not want to exchange the cub pads, but Korekio is here.
I don't think he actually commented one way or the other, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is he seemed neutral on the matter. It seems like you'd go after the people who said yes, not maybe.
Right?
But who knows?
Gonta apologized for that, for what it's worth.
For what it's worth.
Apparently he couldn't slow down in time when he tried to grab you.
why?
What is this anyway? Why did Gonta do this?
Oh my.
It's because of that guy! He was provoked by that guy!
Not that guy! I mean, it's Kokichi.
Right.
Unless there's some other person here. My eyes followed where Tsumugi was pointing. There's no use trying to escape. Gonta will just catch you again. He has become my servant. Isn't that right, buddy? Isn't that right, my brother?
He's not here.
And by the way, why are you calling me that guy? It's not like I'm hiding. Huh.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that was, but it was worth it. Okay. See what happens if I try to leave.
Oh, man.
Like I said, if you try to escape, Gonta will just catch you again, you know?
I couldn't stop Gonta, not even with my Neo Aikido.
I'm not surprised. He is much, much, much bigger than you.
His power is far greater than my Neo Aikido.
As I thought.
I do not think Gonta would ever decide on his own to capture us.
Obviously.
What is Kokichi trying to accomplish by taking advantage of Gonta's naivete?
We must do it.
Regardless, I cannot forgive his nonchalant attitude about using people.
Say,
What are Kokichi and Gonta's true aims? Aims! Ah, grammar! Gathering us all together in this room.
They're going to stick giant pins in us and put us on the wall next to the bugs.
That sounds awful. Well, I was about to say something about a grammar Nazi, but you fortunately derailed me. No, it's just a typo. It happens. Happens to everybody.
No.
Is this your doing, Kokichi? Did you have Gonta kidnap us? He's so simple-minded. As soon as I told him that everyone who hates bugs was trying to get rid of them, he started crying and said that he would get you guys to love bugs or something like that.
Ah, I see. We're going to watch a 24-hour marathon of a bug's life, are we?
It was that simple? Is he really that dumb? Maybe.
I hope not. That would be kind of disappointing.
That wasn't really the impression he gave off at first, but this chapter, he's kind of been like that.
It could be that that's kind of how he's breaking down.
You know,
everyone's kind of breaking down this chapter in their own way.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I think you're right.
And Gonta's not quite as psychologically sound as everyone else.
So that means...
And that's why we're all here. Welcome to the mandatory insect meet and greet. Mandatory, got it? Oh, Gonta thought up the name, so if you don't like it, voice your complaints to him. Especially when his eyes are glowing red. He's really receptive to complaints at that time.
That's terrible.
You're terrible. You tricked Gonta.
Right?
Isn't it great? Only an evil supreme leader like me could do something so evil.
Kokichi.
Why are you doing this?
That is a good question.
Ah,
here we go. This is why he is doing this.
Right, of course it's related to the dang pads.
Oh, I thought we could throw ourselves a little screening party with all our videos.
see?
With all of you here, exchanging our motive videos wouldn't be that difficult at all. And I want to see your videos too, so I figured we could all binge watch them together and have a big cathartic emotional cry at the end. Come on, guys.
Please, wait!
Do you know what will happen if you do that?
We'll all have a cathartic cry. Everyone will know their motive and a killing will be more likely to happen.
But
I like playing on mean difficulty. Also, I don't run from battles in RPGs either. Not like any of those stupid Final Fantasy 1 challenges where all the difficult playthroughs require you to run from basically every battle all the time. I don't like those.
That seemed like a very specific tangent, Kokichi.
I want to win this killing game, so I'm not gonna run from it. I'm gonna crush it.
how exciting!
That'll be way less boring, don't you think?
Huh?
You've got to give him credit for some level of honesty, but
He's very honest, that's the problem.
yeah.
He's weaponizing the truth.
Oh, that's a really good way to put it.
Well, that's how the best liars operate.
What the hell does that mean?
See?
I tried to warn you guys. I told you that we shouldn't cooperate with each other. Yeah, I know what Kaede said, but I want us all to get out of here too. By winning. Plus, if I'm gonna do this, then I gotta enjoy myself and just go all the way. If the thought of playing a death game doesn't excite you, you'll never win. Understand?
All right, so now we need to punch him in the face and then tie him up and shove him in a closet somewhere.
Yeah.
Because at this point, he is no longer allowed to be a free agent.
Yes. He's crossed that line of saying it's time to go all the way into killing game, guys.
Yeah.
You know, considering how well everything was going. Well, the fact of the matter is, if you just removed Kokichi, everybody would be in so much better shape. Many of the problems that have come up would not have come up. But he has the biggest, scariest guy on his side, so you can't punch him out.
Well, we can right now. Gonta's not here.
Strangely, and this part is important, I could detect no evil in his smile as he said that. I do think that's right. If you want to win a death game by the rules of the game, what he says is true.
Correct.
You have to find it thrilling and embrace the game.
We don't want to do that, though.
Right. However, if you take the Kaede approach, or, the BSG approach, because we've been shrieking about it every game. Anyway, I don't need to say anything else on that topic. It was an innocent smile, like a frolicking child. Although, perhaps, it's just another lie.
Well, here's everyone else.
Hey.
Gonta was able to... Thank you for waiting. Gonta, bring Himiko and Angie.
Gonta, why did all the violence target me?
Gonta, very sorry. Huh? Himiko and Angie too?
Aww.
Oh man, and I was just about to take a break too. I just finished all the prep work. What's the meaning of this?
Wow, she's actually quite freaked out.
Wouldn't you?
Himiko!
Of course I would be!
Himiko, are you okay? My saliva makes injuries heal faster.
No, it doesn't. Okay, let's move on.
Piece of cake!
Does your face hurt? Do you want me to spit on your face and make it feel better?
Red!
Stop it.
No.
Hey,
Hey, Gonta, are these the only ones you brought back from the gym?
Oh, hear me at gym, but she tell Gonta she too busy, and Gonta is a good friend, and so believed her.
I mean, that's the thing. If somebody just would have said, not now, sorry, I have things to do, it would like, oh, okay.
like his power aura would have just dropped completely. He'd be his normal self.
Huh? And you just let her go?
Atua has spoken.
Atua says Kirumi fulfills any request someone makes of her, like a mommy.
Well, she didn't fulfill that request, did she?
Did he ask her? Or did he just say, "Let me go take you now"?
That's a good point. Maybe because he ordered her to. No, that's not how domestic servants work.
Hey,
She's not a mom, though. Wait, what request?
I requested that she sew the curtains. I don't think even Gonta can disturb her.
sorry.
Sorry, not even Gonta's strong enough to overcome Kirumi. That's terrifying!
No, all he means is, but Mom said no, and me want Mom to fix me dinner.
That's amazing.
Well, I guess at least one of you is worthy of being called an ultimate.
Gonta ultimate entomologist, not ultimate people fetcher.
Could have fooled me.
by the way,
Well, nothing we can do about her. Are the others still hiding somewhere?
Oh, going to see Miyu, but Gonta's face get red hot. so Gonta no could bring her.
Oh man, Miyu couldn't make it. Darn, that's such a shame. I'm so sad. Oh, let's just go on without her. Your face got hot? You mean you were hot on her trail, right?
No, she used her, what'd she call it? Secret woman weapon? And then...
But...
Anyway, this is enough people, right? Insect meet and greet is off to smashing start!
Maybe.
Yeah, sure. This is good enough. We should move on to the main event anyway.
You can't!
Gonta, don't be deceived!
Come on, we'll do 10 minutes with some bug stuff, and then it's on to the actual reason we're here.
He just used you to abduct us all!
Huh?
What? Really?
Nuh-uh.
No, this is for the insect meet and greet. I like bugs even more than you do, Gonta.
What Kokichi's favorite bug? In detail.
Well, I would be really impressed if he said that.
Right?
Because as it stands, it's so pathetically easy for Kokichi to do this
Yeah.
that it's kind of demeaning.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, more than Gonta. Amazing. You like bugs that much?
He just doesn't understand the concept of deception.
Oh dear.
He was raised by wolves. How could he?
It would appear further argument is a useless endeavor.
Hey!
Now, Gonta, go ahead and teach them just how wonderful bugs are. You got 5 minutes. I gotta run an errand, but I'll be back. Don't let them leave, okay?
All right.
If they try to leave, it means you gotta really show them why bugs are so great.
Got it.
Could it be...
Wait, you're leaving?
Yeah.
Of course. Someone's gotta break into your rooms to get the goods. Besides, it's not against the rules, and you can't even say I'm lying. I'm telling you to your face I'm gonna do it.
I mean, it's not like you can expect the goods to be in the lobby or something.
Lockpicking is a cinch for an evil supreme leader like me. Nice truth-telling evil supreme leader. I mean, really, he's not being deceptive about it.
No, he isn't.
He's not hiding it from anybody.
He doesn't have to.
What?
What? You're going to enter a girl's room without permission?
If I must.
Well, it's not like the girl's gonna be there.
I mean, that's fair. It seems I must be the one to take care of this. With my talent, Kokichi, I will stop!
You don't have any weapons, you can't fly, and you can't henshin. You are not a threat to me unless you have a character arc, and I'll never let you have one.
I don't know why that was so funny to me, but that hit some kind of way.
You're so dumb.
Yeah, I don't have time to listen to some robot. Whatever. Let's see. It's exactly 9 p.m. right now. I should be back by nighttime.
Is it 9 p.m. nighttime?
No, that's 10 p.m.
Oh, okay. I mean, I call 9 p.m. nighttime, but you know. No, I do remember that the actual official nighttime is 10 p.m.
Furthermore, the only thing that it actually guarantees is that the dining hall and gymnasium can't be entered.
Yeah.
Well, have fun with the bugs till then. And he's even letting Gonta do exactly what Gonta wanted to do with the meet and greet.
Uh-huh.
Another case of not lying to people. Kokichi then left the classroom.
It appears we are caught in Kokichi's very straightforward, non-deceptive trap.
What should we do?
At this rate, it'll end up as a motive video screening party. My Neo Aikido is no match for Gonta's superhuman strength either!
Everyone!
We still have a chance when Kokichi comes back. That's when I will take care of this. Everyone, please just endure it until then.
You're going to draw upon all your latent hatred for the guy who's just been dumping on you the whole time you've been here? I wonder what he plans on doing.
He'll overcome him with his senior citizen strength.
I don't know, maybe he'll bust out a sword.
That'd be cool.
Huh?
Or he'll throw something like a boomerang, and there will be sparks that come out. Endure it?
Everyone, play nice!
Okay, now we start the fun insect meet and greet.
This is what we'll be enduring. Oh, hello there, Mr. Bug Corpse. Tell us all about it, Gonta. Please help me. See, this is a problem caused by trust. Gonta trusts everybody, so he trusts Kokichi. And so trust and cooperation is stabbing us in the back. Now, this also happened in Danganronpa 1.
Uh-huh.
Well, with Hifumi.
Oh, yeah, and Celeste.
And Kiyotaka.
Yeah.
When I had first woken up, Kokichi told me this was hell.
Oh, come on, it's just bugs. I find entomology to be fascinating.
It appears that wasn't a lie. It's okay, Billy. I also find entomology really fascinating.
Oh, God. Let's begin my asthma of doom coming off of Gonta.
I love how his glasses have fogged up, too.
Yeah, he's got like little blushy marks on his cheeks, too.
All right.
Look at Kibo.
You know, when Tsumugi was talking about the glasses, characters never being allowed to take them off, we didn't even think about Gonta.
Yeah.
But he, too. Does he have them when he's being really angry?
I don't remember.
Well, anyway, that is neither here nor there. What is currently here is a buggy storm. The incredible specimens each gave off the appearance of vigor and vitality. And they were exactly as vigorous as they looked. And unlike, we can't kill the ones that are landing on us and keep hitting us in the face.
Of all the people here, Korikyo has it the best. He has the least amount of like skin surface exposed.
Very true. With our escape route blocked off, all we could do was run around the room in a panic.
Uh-huh.
How are they emanating from his body?
It's the power of his stand.
Is he an Aburame?
I mean, he's got green hair, you know.
The nighttime announcement played, but it didn't save us. Oh, pardon me, everybody. You seem to be a little busy right now. Anyway, it's now nighttime. Go to bed and have fun. I'm glad I'm not there.
Oh, Jesus!
The insect meet and greet continued. Without mercy.
Oh no, Himiko!
Goodbye, Himiko. It was nice knowing you. Well, Tenko will probably save her. But what's going to happen if she kills the bugs?
What happened, Kokichi? You said you'd be back by nighttime.
And you believed him! Who's the dumbass?
Oh no! Himiko is being buried alive by insects! Himiko, hold on! The more you yell, the more bugs can get into your mouth.
Oh.
Yes. Finally, when our bodies were completely exhausted and the sleep of death was nearly upon us.
This entire scene is gold.
He finally came back. In a manner of speaking, our savior. Boy, Gonta, we all love bugs so much more than we did before. We love bugs so much, the next time we see more than one of them together, we will go up to that bug and give it the best hug we can possibly give it with our boots.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Whoa!
There are bugs everywhere! How nasty! I mean, nice! Wow, look at that cool bug! Hey, little buggy on my shoulder, get off.
Oh!
Oh, you come back, Kokichi! Come, we have fun!
Yeah! Fun.
Everyone, play nice!
We're gonna have so much fun!
Yeah, Tsumugi and Himiko really look like they're having fun, buddy! Anyway, you know, as much as I'd love to do that, maybe we should call it a day, huh? They've played with the bugs for how long now? The buggies must be tired.
See?
Get out of his head, Daymon. It worries me.
The bugs look really tired, and a gentleman knows to do things in moderation, you know?
You right.
Oh, go to understand.
Hey, hey!
So you clean up while I take care of business with the others. Thanks, buddy. Kokichi's hands were full of several Cubs pads. Okay, can I take a moment to say that this is really excellent? I don't actually find it all that funny. I don't find it not funny either. I'm just kind of like neutral on
You
it.
mean like the bug thing?
Yeah, but what I will say is that this is the first time that someone has straight up physically grabbed everybody and began inflicting his will on them. You know, as somebody who has occasionally advocated for that to get rid of rebellious elements in the past,
Yeah.
I mean, it straight up happened to Nagito.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the problem is the person who did it doesn't have everyone's best interests at heart.
Well, yes. So it's quite fascinating, even though this is the third entry in the killing game format, that there's still new things that can be done.
Yeah.
No.
I'm still okay.
Good job, Tenko.
As a disciple of Neo Aikido, it'll take more than this to break my composure.
Look at Himiko right now and keep yourself together.
Hey!
Oh, Tenko, there's a big old bug on your back.
Kill it with fire!
Wait!
Calm down, Tenko! That'll make Gonta even angrier! I frantically swatted the bug off her. Oh god, I'm doomed!
No.
It's okay. There were bugs everywhere. It's no wonder you...
Degenerate male!
I don't need help from some male!
Man, I was about to compliment her on not having degenerate mailed in a while.
Well, to be fair, she didn't actually say it. That was just the voice line that accompanied it. She just said male. Isn't that kind of progress?
Okay, fair enough.
Clearly, I haven't trained my anti-bug combat skills enough.
No. She means she hasn't trained her heart and mind enough to withstand that sort of terror.
Yeah, I know, but mine was funnier. As soon as I escape from this place, I will return to Master and resume my training!
On the opposite end of the room from Tenko, eh?
Eh?
What's going on? The last thing I remember is Gonta releasing the bugs, and then I passed out.
You had it the best, Himiko. That was the best idea. Did she pass out from fear? Well, I can understand that. Wish I would have.
What a divine time! My island is full of creepy crawlers. This many bugs doesn't bug me.
Moving on.
Everyone!
Thank you for enduring it, everyone. This is the last chance.
Okay, Kibo, show us what you got.
Please leave the rest to me.
Oh, okay. In a minute. Even someone like me has limits.
How terrifying.
And so, we have escaped from the maw of hell itself, somehow. Once you've gone into the darkest dungeon, you won't go back in again.
Everyone!
Well, everyone have fun time meeting and greeting the bugs?
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose I did.
Wow!
Good! Now everyone like bugs. No one traumatized at all.
No one's traumatized at all.
More bugs hatching real soon. Let's have fun time meeting and greeting new bugs.
Fun time meeting and greeting.
Yoo-hoo!
You guys okay? You all look like drowned sewer rats. Your faces are white and blue, and you're all sweaty and clammy.
'Cause you're late!
Wait,
You said you'd be back by nighttime, but it's already 11 p.m. now.
Well, maybe I took my time just a little bit.
My bad.
Sorry, I ran into an unexpected snafu.
He may have run into like Kaito or Ryoma, who were like, "What the hell are you doing?" And so he had to like evade them or something.
Or maybe somebody's dead out there.
Hadn't thought about that.
But
look! Cubs pads! Gotta catch 'em all! I even got the pads belonging to the people who aren't here. Now everyone can watch their motive video. It'll make you feel great.
I can't help but notice that the name on the pad on the top was scratched out. Like someone scratched off the name on the top pad. Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
I mean, it wouldn't matter unless they scratched off someone else's name because, process of elimination.
I mean, did they come like that? Surely not.
No, because you could see the names on some of the other pads.
oh my.
We said we don't want to.
how exciting!
Well, it's late and I'm getting sleepy, so let's start already. Don't defy me now.
Hey,
Start what?
Well, you know.
Oh, don't worry about it, Gonta. Just keep watch so these guys don't...
That's enough.
That's it! I won't let you do as you please!
Eh?
I also...
I didn't want to use this unless I absolutely had to. It eats up a lot of my electricity.
We must do it.
But that's neither here nor there. I will stop you right here, right now.
Huh?
Kibo, what are you gonna do?
404 file not found.
No! He's going to finally show us his Tokusatsu pride. Still glaring at Kokichi, Kibo slowly reached a hand behind his ear. Is it gonna be a sword? And spun the mechanical parts there.
He's lighting up? Is he gonna self-destruct or...
Henshin? Is he maybe already
He
Henshin?
kind of looks like he's already Henshin, he needs a mask, but...
Huh? What's that sound?
One moment, please. I'm rewinding the tape right now.
The tape?
Right there.
Kibo shouted out and pushed his palm against his ear. That's when...
Yeah?
Is he gonna duplicate the flashback light?
Hold on. Maybe he recorded something Kokichi said while Gonta wasn't here.
That's probably it.
Is this your doing, Kokichi? Did you have Gonta kidnap us?
Was that my voice? Wow, how very clever, Kibo.
Yeah!
He's so simple-minded. As soon as I told him that everyone who hates bugs was trying to get rid of them,
Yeah, it's just like you ad-libbed. Gonta want know Kokichi's favorite bug in detail.
Yeah!
he started crying and said that he would get you guys to love bugs. Or something like that.
Could this be?
And of course, it has to be the metal hero that thwarts the supervillain.
Yeah!
How about this?
So, what do you think? You just saw my audio recording function for the first time!
Yeah, well done, man. Kibo is another one of those characters that I did not care for at all when he first appeared, but he just has kept getting better and better.
What? Did he really just whip out an audio recorder like it's some kind of secret weapon?
Well, considering the effect it's about to have, I was going to say it is a secret weapon, but will Gonta understand?
Actually,
Really? It's a cassette tape? In this day and age?
Well, come on! If we're talking about a Showa-era hero,
That makes sense!
or even an early Heisei.
Huh?
But it's metal tape,
Yeah, like Metal Hero, metal tape.
Yeah!
wait, why?
The sound quality isn't the issue! let's just put this aside now.
Look, haven't you ever watched older science fiction and seen how nothing looks right compared to what actual technological progress is? That's part of what makes it fascinating. Kibo is built with that spirit, assuming he is a robot.
More importantly, it seems to have worked.
No can forgive.
Kokichi, what you mean? You not like bugs?
You better not tell Gonta you don't like bugs.
Oh, man.
Man, now it's boring. Thwarted again. I'll get you next time, Keyboarder. Whatever.
Was it lie?
You say we get them to understand how amazing bugs are. Was that lie?
Oh, I wouldn't lie to you. I love bugs from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, okay, go to believe you.
All right.
Oh, so it's not a lie. Then go to happy. Let's have fun with bugs all night. I was joking.
Okay, well, someone contradict him again then. That's all it takes. What everybody ought to do is just ignore Kokichi and just start talking to Gonta.
Yeah.
That way we can actually get out of here.
Hey, Bugs!
Who want to pet more bugs?
Not me.
Huh? Everyone!
We must run while we still can! Wait! We need to take back our Cubs pads first!
So you mean the hero thwarted the villain? And we all get to escape and nothing has happened after all?
That's amazing!
The fake outs, man. The fake outs.
I love it so much.
Teiko snatched the Cub pads from Kokichi.
Oh.
Ah! Then we all ran out of the lab. No! How can my plan have failed? Just you wait! I'll send a different monster after you next time! After leaving the room, I could still hear the muffled buzzing and Kokichi screaming.
Music to my ears. I will sleep well tonight. We might be corpses by tomorrow morning.
It's plain to see.
Don't joke about that. What if it happens? It's just plain possible.
Tada. I suppose tada is the word that she's using then. Until we actually hung out with Tsumugi, we didn't see that she uses plain all the time. And there's, a couple of different meanings of it. And plain is fine as a translation. Okay. I see what they mean.
So how do we return these Cubs pads back to their rightful owners? The names are of different people.
If they are.
Well, no, because no one got their Cubs pads.
Yeah, I'm aware, but nobody could see the names. We only looked at that image for a split second, so I'm just hesitant
okay, no.
to assume that all of that was the way it was.
Jeez.
If only the Mono Cubs were here. I'm sure they'd help us. They're surprisingly helpful.
I suppose they are, but she needs to drop this idea of going to ask Monokuma and the Mono Cubs for something every time she runs into a problem.
Right?
Then again, she's openly trying to convince everyone to just stay here.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense. She's giving herself over to perceived authority.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, it's just you this time?
It's fine.
The others are asleep. If you need something, I can help you. It's about the Cubs pads. Kokichi brought them to us, and
Okie dokie.
I simply need to return them. I will return each one to your respective rooms, you bastards. Oh! And Monodum just goes to cooperate with our plan. I mean, he just didn't ask questions.
Yeah.
However, Monodum isn't an incompetent fool So he'll give everybody their actual videos.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Oh no. If he gives everyone the pads they're supposed to have, they'll each have their motive videos.
Well, I mean, yes. I don't know. It's like I said, I have a hard time believing that someone could just be reminded of something and suddenly need to kill.
I agree with you there.
But I guess it could happen in the case of somebody either really extreme or psychologically weak.
There are a few of those here.
I mean, somehow it worked on Sayaka in the first game and Teru in the second. I don't know, that's just one of those things that's hard for me. It's not that I don't sympathize, but I really do have a hard time, I guess, understanding someone who does not have a firm grasp on their identity.
Yeah.
I don't mean it to sound quite so heartless, that's not the case. It feels like I can interpret a lot of different types of things that people do and account for a lot of different types of attitudes that people can have. And of course everybody makes mistakes and everybody is weak. Well, rather than go on about it, I'm sure everyone remembers my responses to all the other motives, which was to scoff at them.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. Because otherwise you're falling for the game.
Well, that works if all the players are strong enough to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, he left. Well, that was abrupt. Kind of helpful.
But out of all of them, we can probably trust that one, right?
Monodum and monophony
seem to be the most trustworthy.
I kind of mentioned it before, but in the game that has the debate scrum, where two teams are pitted off against each other, the characters are most likely to organize themselves in every chapter into two different groups that kind of have different general values, and even the Monocubs are split between the trustworthy good Monocubs, who are still bad, don't get me wrong, and the bad, callous, not caring Monocubs, who are more like Monokuma. Like that constant split down the middle. Perhaps rather than saying Team Evil, a phrase we have occasionally used but haven't in a while, maybe it should actually be thought of as Team Truth and Team Lies, just to fit with the game's theme.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I feel like that's actually kind of overly praising Team Truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well then.
Shall we go back to our dorms? It is well past nighttime. That's true. We have the magic show tomorrow.
You're right.
Because of all this, we couldn't do a rehearsal. But I'm sure it'll be a divine show. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be waiting for you to come watch.
Okay, Angie, start talking about magic.
Huh? We'll be waiting, she says. It's Himiko's show, not yours.
What is wrong with you?
Don't ask what's wrong with me with that kind of face.
I suppose it's all right. I just remembered I wasn't able to train with Kaito today.
Though you did receive a kind of training.
What I'm worried about is that while we've been gone and not everybody has been here, that Kaito will have been
killed.
Too bad. With a heavy heart, I say. We can train tomorrow night, though, right? It's not like I'll never see him again, or anything.
Hold on, everyone! My death flag sensor is activating for some reason.
It's not really funny, though. Worn out from all the commotion, we dragged ourselves back to our rooms. Who was gone?
Ryoma, Kirumi, Kaito,
and Miyu.
Just those. Oh, Maki.
I mean, not that long ago that I learned how awful it was to trust someone from Shuichi. The next person to really become Shuichi's friend
is Kaito.
And the next person to fight with Ryoma
is Kaito.
And a person who has been all over this chapter, both for the good and the bad,
is Kaito.
Both displaying very good traits and very bad traits.
It's Kaito.
Well, I suppose we'll be sad when that happens.
And Kaito. Oh, sorry.
Billy,
Yeah?
we'll be sad. Do you understand?
It's Kaito.
I will effing beat you until you are dead.
Red.
It's close to midnight now! Tomorrow is a busy day. I should get some sleep.
It's Kaito.
I collapsed onto the bed and quickly fell asleep.
What is this a reference to? I feel like I should get it, but nothing's clicking.
Oh, no, it's Charlie Chaplin.
Oh! Yeah, yeah.
The Modern Times, is that it? I actually didn't think that one was particularly good. I do tend to really like Chaplin. This sort of scene, the very first time you ever saw anything like this, was in that one.
I need a miracle!
City Lights. I really think that City Lights is Chaplin's best.
You pray, right? While you're working, living, and gambling? But miracles happen every day. For example, do you know what the odds of the Earth existing are? Wow.
Yes. Well, all things considered, I'm just going to stay out of this one.
The same as a tornado blowing through a junkyard and assembling a working car. That's a miracle!
Much lower chance than that.
That's why us being alive on Earth is a miracle! All kinds of miracles happen every day! Life is made up of little miracles. But whenever a miracle does happen, it just gets chalked up as fate or destiny or whatever.
Huh. You know, that's actually one of the wisest things Monokuma's ever said.
I'm scared, Daymon.
It's like the guy who insists that he's going to win the lottery one day, and so for 50 years spends way too much money on the lottery tickets, then does win the lottery somehow, like wins the jackpot, and is like, I told you that this is the way that this is what you should do, and you can't say that he's wrong. He treated it as inevitable, but in actuality, the chances of that occurring are almost non-existent.
Be grateful for the miracles that have already happened, instead of hoping for new ones. If you do that, you should be able to enjoy miracles, right? Well said.
Again, I think that was actually quite wise, but I've been burned by Monokuma Theater before in trying to actually see if it meant anything.
Yeah.
Rise and shine or sign!
So, seeing as they kind of don't really, I'd rather spend my time doing something else. Now, where's Monosuke? Maybe the person who died was Monosuke. I mean, too bad. Monosuke was great in Chapter 1, but he hasn't really done anything but whine in Chapter 2. Also, I have to side with Monodum.
Of course.
Contractually.
Right.
It is now 8 a.m.
Take this! I fucking faked you out! This is an official announcement from the Ultimate Academy! It's 8 a.m., so wake up!
Monosuke jump scared us.
Oh, he left! Monosuke is so impatient, Kuma.
He's been cranky lately, so it's making him impatient. I don't like impatient men.
Fortunately, despite some of the skits that have occurred earlier, you're not dating your brothers.
Let's get along.
I want to get along with Monosuke.
All right!
It's a little early, but I'll go ahead and do the nighttime announcement too.
And that's that.
It'll be 10 p.m. later. Stay the hell out of the pool. Ugh, I'm gonna go drink. It's too early. Your impatience is trying to warp time and space.
So long.
Farewell.
Oh no, something truly horrible is going to happen. Something we'll never be able to make right as long as we live. Oh well, see you at night. Today's the day of Himiko's magic show.
I like that they just take these things in stride. It's just like, yeah, whatever.
No reason to engage. But the insect fiasco yesterday, and now this. Do we really have time to be doing this stuff?
Not in this episode! We'll have to do it in the next episode!